What up, everybody? It's your boy Captimus HD here for another riff. I know it's been a while since the last one, but you know, that's just how it kinda goes these days. I got a job in college and shit. But this thing right here, I decided to riff on it because I think it really shows the spirit of CaT riffs. The original CaT riffs was made because I found something random that I thought was so horrible, I needed to comment on it. But even more so than just leaving a regular comment, you know? And I think this thing perfectly embodies that kind of experience, let's say. It's not written terribly, but that's what makes it worse. So I'm just going to take you through this. And we're going to have a good old fun time. So first off, we're introduced to this asshole named Terrence. He's a football guy. He's a jock. And, so, he has Elena Validus as his girlfriend. Good for him. Why are we seeing OCs mixed with canon characters when we don't know who the fuck these OCs are? As I recall correctly, this was made for FanCon writing contest, and it's not part of any specific series. Well, John Smith 10, but I don't think these characters don't even have pages, so I don't think they were ever introduced in that series. Although I can't, promise that since I've never read all of John Smith 10. Anyway, so, apparently this dude just randomly has an Omnitrix for, no reason. It's not explained. And he uses it to beat the shit out of Hybrid, who are kind of there, I guess. Is this Alien Force? Is this Brandon 10 Alien Force? The famous sequel to Ben 10 Alien Force? Okay, so now this is the one good part of the episode. Mushrooms on pizza are absolutely disgusting. I mean, I don't like pineapple on pizza, but that's better than mushrooms on pizza. So then we switch to Teresa, and something I want to point out is that these scenes are separated by Diary 1, Diary 2. It's not Diary Entry 1 and Diary Entry 2. It's just Diary 1 and Diary 2. They end up throwing out their entire diary after writing a single entry. These are our main protagonists, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're introduced to Teresa, the twin sister of this asshole. He's like, I'm more of the egghead type. I have a 3.9 GPA, damn cooking class, messing with me. That's not how you're supposed to use commas. Good for you. So, yada yada yada. Exposition. They live above the pizza place. Good for you. And, this is where we see that Teresa is in fact a lesbian. As is very obvious when she describes, her brother's girlfriends as having pretty smiles, tight bodies, and great asses. I do not know, and I want to point out real quick that every single instance of referring to someone's rear end is using the word ass, like great ass, or they stroked my ass, and that's an actual line later in the thing. I didn't pull that out of my ass. You see what I mean? Everything is ass in this. It's a metaphor. So yeah, ass girl. Good for you. And you wanna fuck your brother's girlfriend, 'cause she's got an incredible ass. Your hormones just start raging. I don't know if your hormones are the ones that's responsible for that shit. But yeah, good for you. Okay, so, fun thing about being twins, we get twin omnitrices. Why? Where did you get the omnitrices? Are all twins given omnitrices? Is that a thing in this world? because I'm an Irish twin with Tabby. We were born in the same year. That makes us technically Irish twins. So do we get Irish omnitrices? Okay, so only one of them can use it at a time, which is actually an interesting mechanic. But it's not going to be used to good effect here. Okay, and now they meet Gwen and Kevin, and I guess Ben just doesn't exist because reasons? And yeah, this is Alien Force. Oh, except with Kick and Hawk? Why? Yeah, so the plumbers, Gwen and Kevin, they recruit them to fight the hybrid with them. Yeah, this was already happening, but now he's got backup, so fuck off. Oh, and this is great. Then we started talking about Gwen's ass. She's got a cute ass. Small but toned and firm. I wish I had an ass like that. Mine isn't spectacular at all. Good for you, kid. Kevin absorbed metal and started punching them. Definitely a boy thing. Girls are not known to have thrown punches ever in the history of mankind. That is not something they are physically capable of. Oh yeah, and here's the girl with the huge burn, and, or as this story likes to refer to her as, burn bitch. And I'm not fucking kidding. Also, Knuckles the Echidna is here. Good for him. Yeah, see, Terrence... Okay, so Terrence is the one. He keeps referring to her as the burn bitch. Which... I can't help but see that as being slightly insensitive. If he sees someone with no legs, does he refer to them as the cripple fuck? Oh, and now we've got this dialogue, which might I remind you, is said in almost a homicidal tone. What is a homicidal tone? I do not know. I suppose it is the tone you use when you want to murder a person, but this sounds more like she's trying to seduce her, so I do not know what the deal is here. It's like, let me just read this. I saw the way you watched that other girl, and I have to say I agree, but only someone obsessed with what's on the surface would like her. Someone like myself, like those who are true to themselves, and are deep in my asshole, on the inside. Let's face it, there's not much of a difference when it comes to the ultimate meaning of that dialogue. And then, oh yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Her fingers gently stroke my ass cheeks through my skirt.
Bad touch, stranger danger!
And this is the most uncomfortable thing on the entire wiki. I don't know if my expression became elated or terrified. I'm scaroused. Even she just refers to her as the burn girl. You know what? I think I'm going to take a cue from this episode in my daily life and start referring to people with no legs as the cripple guys. So yeah, they go on a date and they get attacked by Denalians. And Teresa, instead of transforming into Knuckles the Echidna, she transforms into Tails the Hedgehog. And for the record, these are not jokes. Rumble Knuckles and Battle Tails are literally Knuckles the Echidna and Tails the Fox. So after the date where they kick the Denalians in the butts, or I'm sorry, as this episode would have me say, the ass, they go back to the burned bitch's apartment. And so they talk, and then shit starts getting fucking real. They fuck. That's not up for debate. That's not up for interpretation. They fuck. Terrence goes to try and check on her, and what he sees is horrifying. And it's horrifying to this man that his sister has had sex. I don't know if this is how real human relationships work, because I am an autismus American and I do not know how people interact socially, but I feel like this is not quite the appropriate reaction acting like a tramp like that, oh boy, you're gonna get tabby on ya, but I'm sorry, I mean ass, for slut-shaming. Oh, and then here's this giant-ass speech. It's gold. Let me read it for you. That's right, Terrence. I'm F asterisk in gay. I've wanted sex with all of your girlfriends, including your cheating bitch, Elena. She's been with at least half your football friends. But I've always put you first because you're so stupid, baka. Throwing away your chance to be someone by screwing cheerleaders and biker girls and fighting aliens from God knows what planet. You know, that actually sounds like a pretty badass life. Everything I've done is so you can keep living your goddamn self-absorbed, indulgent life. Yeah, indulgent of saving the fucking planet. That's self-absorbed, indulgent life of saving the world. R.I.P. What the fuck is a logic? Well, no more. I'm no longer a virgin, and I quite see why you like it. It is the most exhilarating feeling ever. Okay, I'm going to let you in on a little secret I have heard over the years from ancient Chinese sex masters. Being a virgin and not being a virgin is not actually a big deal. People like to hype it up because sex is apparently some sort of magical super thing. But it is not. It is a basic biological function. You can romanticize it, but you shouldn't romanticize it to the point where you demonize someone that doesn't have it. Kind of went off track, I don't know where I'm going with that. But the point is that's fucking stupid. What the fuck is this line? Without her baggy clothes, you can see the curvature of her slim body as she intentionally jets her hips to the side, her ass inflated. Oh, I did not know we were going into inflation porn territory here. I had severely hoped that we were not, in fact, going to do that, but hey, I guess this is what we're doing now. Oh. My God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, this is the worst fucking meta. This is so blatantly fucking obvious. This is such a obvious. I'm just gonna read it. In the dream, I shoved Terrence in a closet. Boy, I wonder what that fucking represents. Forcing blades of pain into him. Each time a beautiful girl passes, another blade stabs him, resembling my pain. And, yeah, okay, I'm going to explain another something to you, and this ties into the whole sex is not actually this fucking amazing thing from earlier. I understand being in pain because you can't reveal who you are. However, I do not understand being in that much pain because you're not getting sex. It's like, every time you see someone you're attracted to, and they do not fuck you, you get stabbed, pain, and I know that's probably not what this thing is meaning to say, but that's directly what it's saying, and if you legitimately feel pain every time someone you want to get your dick wet on passes by, you have some different issues than just being in the closet. Okay, now this is actually a decent thing. It shows sort of why Terrence is this macho man guy. And you know, that's a decent scene. Too bad it's weighed down by all the tomfuckery of the rest of this shit. And yeah, he keeps referring to her as the burn bitch. Goddamn. Terrence and PM, which I can only assume stands for period menstruation. Those two are now fighting, which is fantastic for them. And also Gwen and Kevin start fighting them too. But eventually, Teresa decides to stop being not burn bitch and turn into Upchuck and then eat her. Oh boy, first we were going into inflation porn, now we're going into vor. Now this is just a fucking great story right now. Well, F asterisk, ugh. Oh, and this is from the viewpoint of the villain. And, yeah. Okay, so this dialogue is amazing. But no, despite manipulating a girl with sex and almost getting her to turn her brother into my personal puppet, I still can't catch a break. Who the fucking who? Okay, this entire thing is a fucking mess. Except I got frozen in time. My eyes could move as the hunky Dio came around with his amazing Jonathan's dick. If I wasn't frozen, I so would have had him screaming. Don't worry, that's how we all feel about Dio. I knew him as he was the one who defeated Maltruant for me, but this was obviously the first time he had met me, as he introduced himself. I don't know what that's referring to, because I don't read John Smith 10, or, as this implies, Jane Smith 10, the Rule 63 spin-off. So he then takes me to a pocket zone dimension or something that served as my prison, all alone with no other living interaction. Which implies there is non-living interaction. Which, what, do you have a Nintendo Switch? In which case, can I join you? I'm on one of those. Which was perfect. This will only increase my level of insanity and give me time to contemplate new ways of killing all my enemies. Bad villain. Okay, so now we get random guy. Good for him. Good job, random guy. We got, what the hell? I returned home from work. I worked the night shift, and there's a huge hole. Oh, this must be the guy who had period menstruation, stole his apartment. Well, that was fun. I'm sort of out of energy today, and this episode is probably 90% responsible for that. Creeper, you dumb motherfucker, I will never forgive you for making me read this to check if the rating was accurate. I guess that's it for today, so remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, get Pornhub Plus, Crunchyroll Premium, 4chan Gold, and I don't know, all the other bullshit. I don't know, fuck you.